I think that is actually broke. Nope.
Nice to squeeze it in. There's room for a few more yet.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. They're out. Not talking about the cows. Talking about the tractors. We've had to pull them out of the shed. It's a glorious day. So we stuck them in the field because the electrician is here and he is working on the lights, power sockets, all the wiring up the shed basically. So the tractors were in the way. We had to get them out of there and we have parked them here in the field. It's actually quite amazing how much the field has dried up in the last week or couple of weeks, because a week ago you wouldn't have got them in here. It's far too wet. So we stuck them in the field today till we get the shed wired up, and then we'll be going back inside. I have no idea when the cows are going out. I think the fields are still a bit wet for them, so that might be another couple of weeks away. But at least the reds are out. That's the main thing. Anyway, today's video, because the fields are dry, we're going to get 390 going, get it on the roller, start some rolling. We'll pick up the electrical works as well as they progress. A little bit of an update on the 1200, and that'll probably be the video. Let's get stuck into it. Right, I'm in the 390T. We'll go stick the roller on, get some rolling done. When I get up to the roller, I'll explain a bit more about it for those who are not of a farming background on why we do it. I think we'll go the other way because it's easier. Really unbelievable how much the fields have dried up. Incredible. Okay, so the sun is out, the fleece is off, the mulch is on, and we're going to get stuck into rolling this field. It's absolutely glorious day here, super day. One of the best days, probably one of the best days of the year actually. I'll explain a little bit for those of a non-agriculture background the idea behind the roller. Let me do that, and then we'll get stuck into rolling the field. Right. I've got the good old roller on the back of the 390T, which is Dad's favourite tractor. Idea behind the roller is that it's heavy enough to, let's say, push all the bumps and divots in the field, level out the field. Why would there be bumps and divots in the field? The cows could have been in here. Driving tractors in wet conditions would cause ruts in the field. The roller pushes all those in, levels it out, and that gets this field prepared for silage. And that's basically why we roll the fields, to level them out. Little stones that would be sitting up that would damage the blades when we're coming to cut the silage, they'll be pushed into the ground. A number of reasons, but the roller is the job. This is, I say, one of my favourite jobs in the farm, on the farm, is rolling fields. Always has been, from my neighbours up there in the quad. Always has been from I was a kid, and you learn to drive with the roller on. That's probably one of the first jobs you do because it's simple. Look at the roller. There's no pipes, connections, PTO, nothing, none of that. Just jump in and drive, and that's it. So let's get stuck into it. Right, one of the main reasons that we roll this field particularly is because of these things. Stones. Now, you hit that stone with the mower, there's only going to be one winner, and it's not the mower. In fact, a couple of years ago in this field, we wrecked the mower hitting a stone very similar to this. So, part of rolling is to find these and lift them out of the way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab these stones here. There's a few of them about. And the reason they're here is because there's an old stone wall, bit like this one, up there behind that hedge. And every year it just deteriorates and deteriorates. And bits of those rocks, or stones if you want to call them that, fall out and they roll down the field. So it's important that we roll this field every year when the grass is short, so we can see them and lift them out of the way. Otherwise they just end up in the mower, and as I say, there's only one winner. So we'll get these old rocks out of the way and set them up in the wall here. As I mentioned earlier in the video about ruts, stones, and ruts. These are like ruts in the field. Maybe hard to see from the camera here, but these are caused by us driving in the field when it's been wet, and God knows it has been wet since July last year. So when we go over this with the roller, this should smooth this out a bit. May have to go over it a couple of times, but that'll make a big difference to that. For me, it's fantastic to be out here rolling the fields, just getting away from everyday job and just relaxing out here in the tractor. Say the roller's behind you, there's not much to it. For me, it's therapeutic just to drive around the fields and with the radio on and just rolling. But I do appreciate that at the moment farming is an incredibly tough job, incredibly stressful. It's okay for me who can just float in and do these jobs and float off again, but for someone whose livelihood depends on the weather and everything else, it is incredibly tough. And I do sympathise with those of you out there who are finding it tough at the moment. Thank God there's been a bit of a break in the weather. When I say break in the weather, I mean break in the rain, and we have had some fantastic weather the last week or so. mean, the job I'm doing today would not have been possible a week ago. There's just no way we would have got on this field. It's amazing when we get some dry weather how quickly our fields dry up. I've mentioned it before. We're on heavy clay soils here which just soak up the water, and when it does dry up, the fields do dry up very quickly. Now you're constantly battling against it because we're always putting in drains and trying to maintain the fields, and this is part of it. And when you go around the field with the roller today, you're going around nearly every inch of it. Inevitably, sometimes you do find drains that burst over the winter time, and if you're lucky enough to spot them before you drive into them, good for you. But it's good to find them at this time of the year. You can do something about it, and that's another reason why you're going around the field with the tractor and the roller. You're practically inspecting the field as you drive around. I don't think it picks up, the camera picks it up, but I'm on the steepest part of the field here, and it is, I've seen the roller go sideways on me here the odd time. I put these big aerials on the tractors to get better radio reception. Only drawback is when you catch the bushes, they're not very forgiving. The old rubber duck radios, you just kind of bend, pop back. Don't have as good, not as good at picking up reception here. These are much better. The only thing is, can't drive into the bushes. I have to straighten this now. I think that is actually broke. That should not be walloping around like that. Oh dear. Yeah, I think that's broke. I have to order another one. Anyway, radio still works, so that's the main thing. But that's the disadvantage of that type of aerial. As I say, I put those on instead of the old rubber duck ones, and because they're better reception. But you catch them going into the shed or catch them in the trees, they just snap. So just have to be more careful. Hope radio still works. There we go. Don't want to violate any YouTube policy, so I have to turn it off when I'm on YouTube. Right, back to the rolling. Right, update on the 1200. Just spoken to the mechanic, and well, he actually started into it about 3-4 weeks ago, and he pulled off the front two trumpet housings, had a look at the brakes, and the brakes were absolutely shot on it. So he ordered new parts for the brakes, for the brake calipers, and ordered new brakes for it. He hasn't done a lot on it since, but from today's update, he's got one of the brakes back on one side, he hasn't got the other side on, but works have kind of been put on hold because of the good weather, and local farmers are coming in with breakdowns on their tractors and whatever, and he's busy with that. And of course that comes first because that's their livelihood, and mine's only an old vintage tractor. So works have started, working on the brakes, and as I say, kind of ran aground at the moment because of the good weather, which I'm not complaining about. You know, that's just the way it is, and that makes sense. People coming in and they need their tractor to put their artificial out or whatever they're doing, that's got to take priority. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get a bit more of an update on it when he gets stuck back into it again, and that'll be the 1200. I do want it back as soon as I can, really, because I want to get it to a couple of summer events. I've talked about it before. There's a couple of local events and a few other things. It would be lovely to be able to have it back and be able to take it to those things. I also have asked him to paint the tractor for me, because I think I've said to you before, I think it's gone, the paint has gone beyond the point of where it just looks rough now, and yeah, there's a lot of rust coming through there. So yeah, he's going to paint it for me. So that's the update on the 1200.
when we get more on it and there's something worth putting the video on, we'll do that. We'll go and take a look at it. We'll go and stick the video on it. So that's the 1200 for now. There you go, folks. That's it. That's the field rolled, and it's a wee bit longer than I thought, but I got this bit done here. Not overly happy with it, but it's a lot better than it was. It was the ruts were in there, as I showed you maybe earlier on in the video. Kind of got leveled. There's a little bit of a hump here. Could do with a little bit of soil in it just to level up. Might do that actually, just to dump her a wee half load. A few wheelbarrows really would do the job, but let me spin the camera around. There we go. So that's it done. That's the worst bit of the field done. There's the ruts there, kind of leveled out a bit. A lot better than it was. Found a bit of a soft spot in the field, which is down here. I must tell my father about it, but it's probably this coming from this upper side here. Yeah, I might need that, just a bit of a shock pulled out there just to channel that water away. It's kind of coming down the field here. Not too bad, but still, you can see my feet here. A little bit spongy, as I would say, but not too bad actually. So the roller's done a good job there. Kind of rolled that in. This wee bit here could have done with another wee roll right enough, but it just won't go in. But yeah, there we go. That's the field done. Move on to the next job. Right, so drop the roller off in the corner of the field. That's where it always stays, in the corner of the field. And we're going to go now and get the 168 back down to the farm. The 168 is a tractor you haven't really seen on the channel. You'll see it today. I'm going to go get it back. It's been away now for maybe a year, and my cousin was using it actually to put in a bale to the sheep every now and then. So he's finished with it. We're going to go get it back, and then when it comes back we'll service it. So we'll park the 390T and we'll go get the 168. Right, before we go and get the 168, let's have a little look and see how the electrician's getting on. He's using our old Access, I don't know what you call this thing, but it's a great old tool for this job. He's able to get up to the, see the lights up there, so he's beaving away in the lights and getting some power sockets in. Yeah, so he's tearing away here. He's away for his tea, so I can jump in and show you. He doesn't want to be on the camera, don't blame him. But yeah, there you go. So tearing away in here. Probably take him a couple of days to get it all wired up, but yeah. Anyway, let's go get the 168.
There you go, folks. There is the 168 back in the farm. I was counting up there. Hasn't been here for, I think, 3 years. I thought it was a year, but time flies. But yeah, it was up at Cousins. He was using it to lift bales. He's finished with it now, so it's come back. I'll get serviced. I'll do a separate video on it. There's actually a great history behind this tractor. It would take too long in this video. I'll do a separate video on that. But we'll get a wee look at it here. Good old 168. As I said to you there, this tractor has quite a good history, and it came off a local farm. As I say, I'll do a different video on it because it would just take too long, and this video is probably long enough now. So anyway, thought I'd let you see that 168 back on the farm after 3 years, I think it's been away. There it is. Right, next job is get the old blue trailer on the 8 weeks, and we'll go start redding up a bit of scrap just to get it lifted, make a start. I would use a Fraser, only it's full of sticks. Our trees are stuck on it, old dead trees. So we'll just get the weeks on, and that's the next job. I'm actually going to get a pair of gloves because that stuff's like razor blades. Back in a minute. Right, burst a pipe on the what do you call that, access platform thing. So I need to go down now, get some pipe. What do you call that? Hydraulic pipe repair kit. That's the best thing I can describe it as. Bring it up and see if we can fix this pipe. So scraps on hold. Pipe repair now. Did you find where it's... Oh, you have the pipe off and all. What is that, a drive pipe then for the...
No, that's the brake pipe.
Actually, you don't need brakes.
But they're automatic.
Oh,
Alright, as soon as you let off.
As soon as you let off, they come on then.
right. Let's see.
Where's it leak? Oh, I see it there now.
Is there a cut in it? I can't see it. Where is it?
There, look, right there.
Oh, right, yes.
Aye.
There we go, there. That's what's causing all the concern. So what's the plan then? To cut that and put another one on it? Is there enough slack in it, or
There should be.
there's enough slack in it, but I need to get a fitting for it.
you don't have a fitting for it?
I might. I need to look at bolts.
Pity, because that was doing a good job.
You block it off. Wouldn't it work, man?
Wouldn't drive.
Right.
that's just like a hydraulic motor in there then. Right, that's the telehandler fixed. So what we'll do is take the T20 35 up, blow up the wheel, bit soft, and put it back in the shed. Right, what we're doing is putting the wee 4-cylinder into the, what do you call that, container. Simple reason is it actually holds the container down, stops it from blowing away. So get these ramps down and stick it in. Nope. This ain't gonna work. Right, here we go. This is like attempt, I don't know, 5 or something to get the tractor into the container. Getting a race at it. Oh man, that was so close. That just nearly didn't make it. But anyway, good job. Right. Aye, the wheel studs caught that wee bit there. But sure, it's rotten anyway, so I don't think that door will ever work again. Well, it definitely won't work again now. Anyway, tractor's in, that's the main thing. Although it'll probably be coming out in a few weeks. I don't know why we bothered with all that hassle, but anyway. Do we need them steps up there for taking it back out again, or do you just drop it off the thing?
I might need them for working.
Right, put them back in then. We'll put them back and take them back down again.
You know, so.
That'll do. Yeah, I should get past there, aye.
Alright.
Yeah. Right, folks, there we go. That's the lights done. Should be working. Oh, no, maybe not. There we go. Lights on. Power supply. We're just going to put the tractors back in again.
yeah, I'll start putting them all back in again. Right, let's get stuck into that.
There you go. We didn't really get an awful lot of scrap done today, but it's a start made, so that's that. But yeah, there's a lot more to go in there yet. And if we actually got the big trailer, got the blocks off it, or the stone, not the trees off it, that's it, the old wooden blocks, then we could use that, fill it up. But it's a start made, as I said, and we'll keep going now. But that's it for today on the scrap. Right, all the tractors are back in the shed, plus one, because the 168, oh, it's on the ice. The 168 is in the back there. We managed to squeeze it in. There's room for a few more yet. Say nothing. So anyway, yeah, they're all back in again. And I'll spin the camera around so you can see. Yeah, there we go. Back in again. As I said, the 168 is in now. That wasn't in before. There she is. And yeah, I'll do a separate video on the 168 because this has quite a colourful history. In fact, a few of these tractors have quite a colourful history, and I think it would be maybe worthwhile to do that. But that's the 168 back home again after, I think as I said, 3 years she's been away. So anyway, right. There you go, folks. That is the end of the video. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, for a bit going on today with the scrap collection, rolling the fields. Electrician was here doing the lights. Lights are on. So yeah, lots of things going on. So that's it. I hope I earned a subscription. If you have enjoyed it, give it a good old thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.